all systems go. Ready for relaunch. God has all systems ready to go. And you could feel it right now. On our journey, we have to have the preparation to accept. We shared that a long time ago. The preparation to accept. Because when you take in all this energy, if you're not prepared to hold it, to accept it, the circuits are going to be fried. The energy of Christ, we're going to learn about it today. And God has all systems ready to go. Everyone write it in the comments. All systems go. You have an opportunity before you now. The path has been cleared. All the gunk has been cleared out. All of the blockages, all of the densities, they're gone. So that now the electric current can flow freely. And I'm going to teach you all what that means today. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, could you kindly hit the like button? I'm very grateful for that as it helps others find this message. And if today's message resonates with you, please hit that subscribe button. Also very grateful for that as we continue to grow our community and improve our everyday life and the lives of others. God has all systems go. It's all systems go time. It's go time. We're ready to relaunch. Sometimes things need to be adjusted so that it could run like a well-oiled machine, so that it can run efficiently. Energy has to flow. And the Christ energy has to flow. You know, sometimes in your car, you go for a tune-up and an oil change so that it could work like a well-oiled machine. Sometimes you have a system reboot on your computer. Update some software on the computer. You know, there could be electronics and you have to get new electrical circuits. Take the old ones out and put the new ones in, and all of a sudden, wow, it worked so much better. It's working much more efficient than it was before. So we have to have these changes. Christ energy, this electric current that comes from the source. In each and every one of our homes, we get electric current that comes from a source. The electricity is the same and it's coming from the same source, and it's coming to each and every one of our homes. But each and every one of us are utilizing this electricity. We are utilizing this energy in a different way, in a different manner. You know, electricity is coming to your home. You might be using it, one person to turn on the lights. One person is running the washing machine. One person is using it to run the vacuum. One person is running it to, using the electricity to run their television so that they can watch our everyday lives. Another person's using the electricity to run their computer so that they could watch our everyday lives. We're all utilizing the electricity. It's coming from the same source. It's the same energy. But each and every one of us are utilizing this electricity for a different reason. Hit the like button if that resonates with you. Many of us hold this Christ energy. Many of us have the Holy Spirit fire. And when we look at each other, we're going to look a little different. The way that we go about things, we're going to go about things a little differently. But it's all coming from the same source. Write it down. We're all taking in this energy. It's all coming from the same source. But each and every one of us are using this energy maybe in a different way, in a different fashion. All systems go. The electricity is coming in to your vessel. All of the cogs, everything has been upgraded. You're ready to go. All the circuits, the system has been rebooted. And now you use this energy efficiently. Not only on the inside have things been upgraded, things have been cleared. You could actually witness, you're all a witness to the change. The energy is rising. You could see the changes. For those that are going to make great changes this year, the new leaders of the new earth will be chosen this year. Not only have the changes happened on the inside, but there's been a clearing on the outside. Clear and remove. Write it down. Clear and remove. You have this energy, but that energy can't be siphoned away, which happens to a lot of people, might have happened to you on your journey. You know, there's a lot of narcissists out there. They can't create for themselves. So they might be in your auric field. They might be siphoning the energy. So as we are clearing this path, value, self-esteem, self-respect, using the energy for the task at hand and not having the energy siphoned away for whatever it could be. You know, you could spend the day, watching silly stuff on the TV, you're feeding, right? Looking at the celebrities on their social medias, and you are siphoning, you're feeding them, you're getting looshed. But are you focused? Are you using this energy for the task at hand? The task at hand. Mama Kosh 102, thank you so much. Be receivers of divine light. Be receivers of the divine light, absolutely. Tesla said, I am the receiver. Be the receiver. So now we're running more efficient. And on the outside, things have been cleared up so it could run more efficiently. You know, sometimes the tracks have to be cleaned, and so you don't have too much friction, because that friction, you're losing a lot of energy. You're grinding. You gotta flow. And that brings us to the next phase, flow versus force. And you could see this right now. You know, you've been, maybe in the past year, there's been a lot of, you're grinding the gears, you're really forcing, and you're not getting a lot of output. You're putting a lot of input energy, but we're not getting a lot of output energy. But now all of a sudden, we're not forcing as much as we were before. You're still putting in effort, but there's a difference between forcing the issue and putting in effort. Write it down. Learn it. Live it. Embody it. Know it. There's a difference between forcing the issue versus putting in effort. And some people get that confused. You know, when you're forcing the issue on something, it could be out of alignment. There could be blockages. But that is not putting in effort. We all have to put in effort. We all have to take ownership of whatever the task is. God has given you a task. Carry out that task. And you could see it's starting to flow right now. It's starting to flow like never before. When you're forcing the issue, a lot of energy is wasted. Remember, energy is not created or destroyed. It only changes form, but that energy could go elsewhere. You know, even in science, when Friction, it's being distributed as thermal energy. It's going somewhere else instead of the task at hand. If your task is to move forward and there's a lot of friction, well, that energy is going elsewhere. It's not being destroyed, but it's being taken by another situation besides the task at hand. Focus on the message. Hit the like button if that's helping you stay focused. Arlene 369, thank you so much for that. Receive and surrender to beloved God with all your heart and soul. I appreciate that, Arlene. It was good seeing you last night on Patreon as well. Thanks for sharing. This is about leadership power. Leadership power. Leaders come in many forms. The micro and the macrocosm. There's leaders for any particular thing. Leadership power. A true leader strengthens the people they lead. Write it down. Write it in the comments. And if you're getting this message, if you're this far into this message, you probably are a leader of the new earth. We constantly pay it forward. True leaders strengthen the people that they lead. That's a true leader that lasts the test of time. You lead by example. I've shared this before as well. Todd, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that, Todd. Very grateful. You know, when you think of the leaders, the warrior kings, like the Black Panther, like Leonidas from the 300. Remember the 300? This is Sparta. Boom. Right? Those are true kings. Those are true leaders. Ones that don't talk about it, they be about it. They're actually on the ground with the people. True leaders are on the ground with the people. Not like held up on one of them golden chairs, you know. Those days they showed, right? Fanning, the big fans, the grapes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? They got the grapes and the big fans. No, the true leaders, you lead by example. You could do this in your business. Any example. This message is for all people. You want to run a business, you want to run a community, whatever it is. You have to be on the ground. Why? Because if you are going to lead, you have to have firsthand experience. A lot of you might have plunged yourself into situations. God is going to put you into situations so that you can lead correctly. Because if you don't, you know, a lot of people, they might not, they're coming up with leadership things. They don't know what the people are going through. You got to know what the people are going through. And then you could say, this is the answer because I went through it. Indigo Star 144. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Love you, Michael. And I love you, Indigo Star. Leadership power is rising right now. And you're embodying it. Everything is becoming crystal clear. And you have to go through these things. You could see the difference. It becomes crystal clear when you start to see the difference. We need, in order to be efficient, in order to be authentic, in order to benefit yourself and others, leader needs to be pinpoint on target. Know what you got to do. Not confusion, not fake positivity. Not willy-nilly. You understand? Not this confusion energy like, maybe this, maybe that. You have to have direction. You have to go. You have to move forward without the friction, taking off the thermal energy, slowing you down. Hit the like button if you're really enjoying today's message. Not that friction taking off the thermal energy. You're losing the energy. You're slowing down. We got to speed it up now. We got to start flowing right now. The tracks are cleared. The engine is upgraded. The software is upgraded. And now it's time to relaunch. Write it in the comments. It's time to relaunch. Over time, it's not perfect. So you need to take moments, seasons to fix it up. God was fixing things up in the past year. If you're new to the channel, last year was the rapture. So many people that I speak to on my journey, personally, you might come across people, they saw a crystal clear change last year. I shared a little bit more in detail about the story on Patreon last night. And, you know, if I'm talking to a person and they could be maybe a little younger than me, they could be like 70 years old, they're all expressing the same thing. They're all something caused a massive shift. And the fake, the illusion went bye-bye. You have to clear the way. God cleared the way. Write it in the comments. God cleared the way. Because you have to live in this frequency 24/7. Because that's your reality. Epigenetics, meaning above genetics. Your surroundings are going to dictate your vibrational frequency. Epigenetics, meaning above genetics. Your surroundings, whatever's in your surroundings, is going to dictate your vibrational frequency. We can always overcome things, but we have to be efficient. We have to be running like a well-oiled machine. And you could write it down in the comments. I am running like a well-oiled machine. That's where we have to be right now. We're running like a well-oiled machine. Especially if you're feeling your health improve, the energy is improving. That's the Christ energy flowing through you. Embody that energy. Improve yourself, then improve others. Hannah, thank you so much. I love you so much. I really appreciate that. Make sure you do 2 important things every day. 1, breathe, and 2, love your breath. Yeah. A lot of people are shallow breathing. It's true. And the more that we slow down, because, a lot of people are in that fight or flight mode. We're not in fight or flight mode any longer. We are not in fight or flight mode any longer. We are actually in the vibration of the Christ energy. Embody that energy. Embrace that energy. And utilize it to lead. Leaders lead. Leaders lead. It's evident. And you have to be able to discern, especially now. You're going to have to be able to discern. These things come in many forms. But when you're able to discern, you're going to improve your life and the lives of others. This lasts the test of time. There's a lot of quote-unquote bad prophecy for, say, this year. Oh, there's gloom and doom out there. Ooh. There's a lot of gloom and doom out there. So when a person constantly goes and tries to get clickbait, if you understand this, and gloom and doom, and they're pumping this, well, you might actually attract that into your life, so you don't want to do that, and you are pulling people into that black hole. So, and especially if people might live on both timelines, experience both sides, as above, so below. You might go through the portal and check out both sides. And when you see the crystal clear difference, sometimes, Bay Area, you got to watch out for the spookables and the heffalumps. The spookables and the heffalumps are out there. When you experience both sides, that's why God will allow you. You say, God, why'd you allow this to happen? So that you can have the firsthand experience. You're actually grateful for the 5D timeline. You're going to be grateful that you are on the brand new timeline. It's brand new. Yeah. And you're brand new. And this energy is brand new. Everything's brand new. You get brand new everything now. And actually embody this. So, we hear a lot of these things and really stay away from the gloom and doom. Stay away from gloom and doom people. And if that means you got to stay by yourself. Even if that means you got to, a lot of people are afraid to be alone. We saw this back in 2020. We're looping right now similar energies. What did you learn? Some people were afraid to be alone. And then you start taking in maybe the wrong people. And now you're putting out an energy, but you've learned. So if you come across a person and, what's going on over here? But you're picking up that they're gloom and doom. You're picking up that they want to be miserable. Once again, light warriors, these people want to be miserable. You might view them on a daily basis. And you could see that they want to be miserable. Don't be in that energy field. Once again, don't be in that energy field. You're better off keeping your aura clear, being nice and clear of everything. Marked safe from energy vampires. We're going to make that, that meme, marked safe from, you write it down, marked safe from energy vampires. Yeah. And the more that you're marked safe from energy vampires, your light is shining brighter than ever before. You're feeling better than ever before. You're stronger than ever before. I'm telling you, you can't do these things when you are in negativity, gloom and doom. And it's just the way of the world right now. Remember, everyone's got their free will. So you might, wherever it is, it could be at the workplace, it could be at the gym, wherever it is. And you see people and you're like, wow, these people are miserable. These people are happy and go-lucky and joyful, right? We want to have joy. We want to bring joy into our lives. We want to bring in the fun this year. Oh, and you better believe that we're bringing in the fun this year, light warriors, because the fun has just begun. I'm gathering all of our brothers and sisters. I've spoken to many of you, and I want to bring you all on this year. And we're all going to collaborate this year, and I have a lot of plans this year. And you have to be the best version of yourself. You have to lead with strength. It doesn't mean unicorns and rainbows. It means there's a time for this and a time for that. As a light warrior, as a spiritual leader, remember, the authentic energy of the universe is a mirror. So adapt. And whatever's coming, you know how to reciprocate. Pick your brothers and sisters up. Lead with the heart. Remember that one? Lead with the heart. The heart emits an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than your brain. There's certain things I just know the answer to. I know this person, I feel this person, I know this person. This is like my brother for, 1,000 years. Because I feel it with the heart. If you're thinking with your brain, you're going to be lost right now. If you're thinking with your brain, you're going to be lost right now. You can feel the energy rising right now like never before. And I could see it even within myself. To see my strength increase, the energy increase, like it's unbelievable. Because you have to be in alignment. Everyone write it down in the comments. Alignment. When you are in alignment, everything improves. When you are out of alignment, no good. Got a car? Go back to the original part of the message. And the car is not in alignment. Sometimes you have to get realigned. Then you're rolling easily. There's not a lot of friction. It's the same thing when you talk about physical science or your spiritual wellness, it's the same thing. That friction, that bumping around, that loss of thermal energy. You're losing this energy. You got to be efficient. We had a very powerful message yesterday with the water jug. Watch that video from yesterday. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button if you just joined in on this very powerful stream. We're going to keep you motivated. We're going to keep you focused regardless of who you are. You could run a business or you want to run a relationship. Could be 2 people, could be 2 million people, right? It's the same way to lead. It's the same way to lead. Leaders lead. And how do you lead? You got to know thyself. I know thyself. I don't got time for people that play games. I don't have time for this. On the channel page, a little while back, I said, God says we don't have time. That's what God has been saying. We don't have time for this shift. You don't have time for this shit. It's true. Hit the like button if Uncle Mike is speaking the truth. You simply don't have time for this. That is that chaos spirit energy. That, you know what I'm talking about? That I don't know what to do. Confusion energy, no good. Stay away from that. Know exactly. You see the drive. You could see crystal clear the difference. You got to have laser pinpoint focus. You have to be laser pinpoint focus. However you have to get to that point, you will get there. You might go through things. The plan to get you to where you need to be. And you don't know that plan. God knows that plan. You don't know. And you probably, the reason why you don't know is because you be, I ain't going to do this. I ain't going to do this. But God has a plan for all of us. We had a previous life during this life in the Matrix, and we were there for a reason. So when you're there for a reason, you're taking what you learned as the leader. You put yourself in this position, and now you're a professional at that particular situation, and now you can improve the lives of others for that specific area, what you are learning. Always be true to yourself. The energy of Christ is the truth. The light is information. Light code, some of you talk about it. It's all connected. That energy has to flow through you. And God is not going to allow the blockages to be there any longer. They are all cleared and removed so that now you could become the person that you came here to be. All systems go. It's time for relaunch. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I'm very grateful for all of you. This is Elevation Week. We're all being elevated right now. I'm very grateful for everything that you do for this channel, whether you hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Very grateful for that. And share the video. Hit that share button. You might have a social media. I don't have any social media. I'm doing this for a reason, but I'm grateful if you guys will share it all on your social media platforms. And this will be authentic, and this will go through the people. So if you're getting this message and you have maybe a little platform, please share this video today, this Elevation Week. Let's improve the lives of others. Let's improve the lives of ourselves, which a lot of people are neglecting. You can't go out into the world with your cup empty or your water jug empty as per yesterday. You have to be filled up. You got to be filled up with light. You got to be filled up with energy. And then, and only then, will you have the ability to cause change. Last the test of time. I love each and every one of you. We're here every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's grow. Let's expand. Let's expand our community. Let's expand our consciousness, because awareness is the precursor to change. I love to teach. It's what I was born to do. This is Elevation Week. And now we're getting into our zone, our calling is now. I love each and every one of you. We're relaunching into the stratosphere, the mesosphere, past the exosphere. Just a little science joke, you know. So I love you all, and we'll be back on tomorrow. Head over to Patreon if that calls you. The link is in the description. We all discussed together. There will be a brand new video that we recorded last night up on Patreon. Grateful for that, and most importantly, just grateful for the sharing. You know, we want to be in alignment. We want to embrace our calling. Elevation Week, kid. Yeah. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.